I want to tell you about the most embarrassing year of my life and why it was also the most important one. I went to study in Sweden, international course, feeling pretty confident about my English. Rose Jane, Derek, British, American, my lab partners. Zero problems communicating. I thought I had cracked it. Then I moved to live with Jarl and Ester, this lovely elderly couple. They were wonderful. They were great to live with. They were genuinely lovable. In Sweden, 99% of people speak excellent English. But Jarl and Ester, they were the 1%. Not a word, not a single word of English between them. Every morning, and I mean every morning, they would come into the kitchen talking away in Swedish. Big, expectant smiles, waiting. Vi åker till skolan med bil klockan 8. Är du beredd? Are you going? We're going to school by car at 8. Are you ready? But I stood there, nodding, smiling like an idiot, not having an idea what was going on. How dumb and helpless I felt. I was hiding in my room, avoiding meals if I could. The feeling of helplessness was killing me. So I did what any sensible person would do. I got a book and started learning basic Swedish words. A few days later, I was speaking. Yes, I use that word very loosely. Mixing a few words, shaking them together, blurting something out while looking at the floor. I felt like something inside me was dying, literally. I knew how ridiculous my sentences were. Oh, the agony. And what a shock it was to see Jarl and Ester absolutely light up. Big smiles, leaning in. They started to help me. Repeating the right sentence back again, slowly, clearly, like I was a child learning to walk. And they were cheering every wobbly step. Several weeks later, I was making actual sentences in Swedish. I felt ridiculous the whole time. My pride suffered enormously. But I decided it's better to entertain them with my clumsy mistakes than to look like an idiot by saying nothing. And there's what I learned that year. People don't care about your mistakes. They want to communicate with you. And they will help you every single time. The problem was never my Swedish. And for most of you watching this, the problem isn't your English. The problem is activation. You've got the English to start with. It's in there. You just have to start using it. So isn't it time to kick that fear in the face and start mumbling the first words and start making sentences? I've been teaching adults to speak English for 35 years. More than 2,800 students from more than 10 countries, 4.9 out of 5 rating. I'm mentioning that so you know I'm not just making this up. And the one thing, the only thing that separates the people who speak confidently from the ones who don't. They started before they felt ready. If you've been waiting until your English is perfect before you open your mouth at work, I want to ask you something. How long have you been waiting? Come to one of my free Tuesday sessions. No grammar drills, no textbooks, no correction while you are speaking. Just activation. In a safe room full of adults who feel exactly the same way you do. Link is in the description below. And tell me in the comments, has this ever happened to you? The moment you understood everything but said nothing. I want to hear a story.